Are we in the middle of a real estate bubble and is it going to pop? Those are the kind of questions that a lot of people are asking right now. And before I answer any of those questions, let's see what the media has to say about this.
Canada's experiencing a pandemic housing bubble or not.
Others are not so afraid to use the word bubble.
Bubble when I think about it.
An outright bubble.
This might be one of the biggest bubbles of all time. Would I be going out and buying a home today as an investment in Canada or in the GTA? Absolutely not.
Canadian real estate has been the talk of the town for the past year, with all-time low interest rates and house prices at record highs. However, before we look at the current Canadian real estate market situation, let's look at how we got here in the first place. In 2020, the CMHC, the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation, actually predicted house prices to go down, so real estate to drop in 2021. However, you and I know that is not the case currently.
CMHC is now forecasting a decline in average house prices in Canada of 9 to 18% in the coming 12 months.
Based on that prediction, in fact, the real estate market has been going in the complete opposite direction of the predicted outcome, with real estate prices being at an all-time high, low inventory of properties to sell, bidding wars on properties that are not even that attractive, and buyers not being able to find their desired house due to the lack of availability and inflated prices. Moreover, in most Canadian cities, real estate prices have gone up anywhere from 10 to 30% depending on the city that we take a look at, and so far in 2021 the story seems to be continuing and it's not stopping anytime soon. So you have this environment where you have high demand, where buyers are looking for property but are not finding any. Therefore, you have low inventory, record time low interest rates, and banks that are willing to lend and are shoving mortgages left, right, and center. Therefore, saying that the Canadian real estate market is in a bubble, it's an obvious statement, and I would say an understatement, because nowadays it's the talk of the town. Everyone is talking about that the real estate market is in a bubble, it's going to crash. However, nobody stops and ponders to think about the why. So let's talk about the why now. From the past year and currently in 2021, there has been so much government intervention in the economy that it has created the current situation that we're in right now. From excessive money printing to the government of Canada buying out their existing debt to lower interest rates, it just goes on and on. And a quick fact, the government of Canada has been printing out so much money that this year alone accounts for 30% of the entirety of the money printing that they've done throughout history. So let that sink in. And it gets so bad that currently even the Bank of Canada is denying that we're in a bubble-like situation where the market is so frothy. Therefore, the Bank of Canada has no intention of intervening in the economy and regulating the price action that's going on right now, since that is not one of their main concerns. Their main concern is to try to get inflation to 2% per year or below, which obviously at the current rate they're failing miserably. So now the question that everyone is asking themselves is, for how long is the current situation with the Canadian real estate market sustainable for? Let's answer that. Well, a lot of people like to say just wait until the current real estate market bubble pops and then buy real estate. Well, my friends, the government of Canada is not going to let that happen. The reasoning behind this is because the government of Canada has a vested interest in the real estate market through insured mortgages via CMHC. A big proportion of folks who currently own real estate that bought during 2020 and currently 2021 actually put 5% down, 20% down, or even 15% down, and the rest was insured by the CMHC to cover the amount of 20%. Therefore, if the economy were to crash and real estate markets were to plummet, the government of Canada would be left with a big bag of money on their hands, and I can assure you they're not going to let that happen. The Bank of Canada has already come out saying that they're going to keep interest rates at the current levels till most of 2023. And you have to keep in mind that currently the people who are getting mortgages or that got mortgages in 2020 are locking in those rates for at least 5 years. So if there's any problem in the economy, it's not going to be at least for 5 years down the road. Therefore, the ones who created this kind of bubble-like environment are also the ones who are going to have to deal with it. So I'm no future teller, but I do believe that the current government or the government in the future is not going to let their Canadian citizens suffer another big recession like the one that we had in 2007 and 2008, and they're going to intervene in this situation and control the results, just like they did in the current pandemic. So now the question comes, what if you own real estate right now, or what if you're looking to buy real estate? Well, let's answer that. The answer to that is based on your personal financial situation. Are you over leveraged? Do you have a lot of credit card debt? If the answer to those questions is yes, I would say do not buy real estate. Just keep the real estate that you have right now and pay off high interest debt. However, if you're in a good financial situation, buying real estate is still a great means of diversifying your investments, so I would still say go for it. Since keeping cash on a checkings or savings account is currently not the wisest decision due to the inflation numbers right now. To wrap this up, timing the market is never a good idea. Instead, put time in the market and let your returns speak for themselves. Well, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video and you found value out of this video. If you guys did, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel, as it really helps me out grow and reach out to more people. And until next time, see you guys.